action. Heather Beye, take one, hot and sexy. Just kidding. I won't make it on YouTube, I promise. We'll
Okay.
put that part in.
Perfect.
Okay, whenever you're ready. Just,
Sure.
I'm going to introduce you. Is that cool?
Yep.
Okay. This is Heather Beye. She's one of my patients, and she had an absolutely amazing story that she wanted to tell. So, Heather, go for it.
Absolutely. When I was younger, I grew up in Southern California. I was a very active young girl. I was the oldest of 3 girls, and I was that kid that was always outside, running, climbing, jumping on my bike. My sisters were the ones in front of the video games. I just couldn't ever sit still. I remember this one time, my dad had this hammock that he strung across some trees in the backyard, and I was goofing off and fell off the hammock. And for a week after, my dad says that I was walking around, my head literally fused itself to my
Stuck to the side.
to the side of my neck, and I walked around like that for a while, and over time it kind of worked its way back. The body kind of took care of that, and I felt like life was normal after that, and continued a very active lifestyle growing up. And then it was in my early college years, and I was further away from home, and it seemed like all of a sudden my world just came crashing down.
What happened?
And I one day was about to go on a trip, and then all of a sudden I was overcome with just extreme fear, and my body just kind of shut down. And I went to the doctors, and it took about a month of going and doing tests, and finally they diagnosed me with generalized anxiety disorder and also a panic disorder.
And what did they do?
They pumped me full of lots of medications. So with that kind of diagnosis, there's people react to medications in a bunch of different ways. And so they tried many different medications, and finally got me on a cocktail of medications that seemed to work for a while, and kind of things were kind of going well, and then all of a sudden the medication quit working. And it was over the summer, and it got to the point where the fear of having more panic attacks became so great that I became agoraphobic, which meant that I really didn't leave the house, because anytime I walked out of the door, I would have a panic attack and I would pass out completely. And so it just got to the point where it was just easier to stay in bed, and I lost a significant amount of weight and became unhealthy.
How much weight did you lose?
I went under 100 pounds. And I just lied in bed and cried. And I remember at one point just praying to God and just being like, I know that I'm meant for more than this. And
so then what happened? You came here?
Yeah. Well, soon after, I met you in August of 2009, and within 2 months of getting adjustments, and I was off of 7 medications.
Do you remember what we said caused the problem in the first place?
Definitely. My spine was all out of alignment, and the nerves were being pinched, and so the blood supply, nerve supply, everything to my heart, everything was cut off, and so I was just completely unhealthy. And
which ties directly to the fall off the hammock.
Absolutely.
Right? So what ended up so basically, where are you now?
I've gotten my life back. Within a year of seeing you, I have now climbed, within 2 years of seeing you, I climbed 23 14ers.
Nice.
And went wakeboarding every week in the summer, and mountain biking and skydiving twice. And recently I created a bucket list, because I'm now living again and wanted to start checking those things off. And so running a marathon was definitely, or a half marathon was on there. And so I did. And of course, in true Heather style, 13 days before the race, I sprained my ankle. Of course. But also, the Heather that I am, I did not want to quit, and so came and saw you every single day before the race, and I ran it, and I completed it, and it's awesome. I can't wait. This summer, or this year, I plan to run 2 more halves, and if not a full marathon.
Crazy.
And now that I have my life back, you're no longer, my body's healthy, and you're no longer like adjusting me for that, but you're just fixing all those little sprains, maintaining
so your body's healthy and healing. And how many medications are you taking?
I am off of all medications, and I have been for a year and a half.
You're awesome. Blow it up. All right, that's it.
Thanks.
You bet.